All right, I have just posted the last video. They were two short videos, equaling up to, I think it was 5.5 minutes or around there, totaling up to 5.5 minutes. I had a very short clip to do now. I was gonna talk about, I said about just over 3 months ago, I got out of this whole shadow world that I've been in now for so many decades, 3 decades, or over 3 decades. And I was always alone no matter what I did and whatever I did. But I mean, it's not like I didn't gain anything from it. Even though I was alone, it kind of, I mean, you can say it was like the bare essentials before the bare bones, even. But anyways, the point is not that. The point I wanted to talk about was as the change occurred, or as I would leave that kind of shell, or that kind of life, to be present, to have a place in society, and whatnot, to be visible, to be on the map, is that and when I say on the map, I mean, like, I don't just mean like a geography map. I mean like something like a radar that's actually on, and you could see it like blink, blink, blink. You see that dot blinking. Anyways, the point is that in this version of my world, or this new kind of world, or new kind of life, which I never thought I'd ever get, but in this new kind of life, most of the time I'd say I'm not even alone. Or in most circumstances, I should say I'm not alone. I would say that I'm not the only person I would say I'd associate with at least a couple, or at least a few people who understood firsthand something like a bank robbery. I'd say I'd have an understanding with people who have legit businesses, like restaurants in the hospitality sector in different places. I'd say I would already have pretty much in my bare bones be associating with the essential of legit, or whatever kind of businesses that are out there, and not and even around just the basic concept, or the basic, I shouldn't say the basic concept, because it has con in there and it sounds like it's kind of conning somebody. I was the basic idea of even making money. I'd say I'd have some kind of associations with people where making money would be important. And when I say most places, I mean that most of the time I'm not working on my own, or I'm not alone in whatever I'm doing. I have at least a few people with me, if not up to, like, let's say a dozen or 2 dozen people with me doing something. When it comes to just basic living, and protecting my rights, associating with people like that. When it comes down to things like different worlds, or whatnot. I wouldn't, even when it comes down to policing, even at the most basic level, I would say that I would at least be associating with a few individuals, at least, or around there, even whether it's a basic level, or a higher level. I would say I would be associating with that. I've talked about myself, like the type of guy that I am. Not what thousands of little sea turtles want to be like. I'm talking about like who I actually am. And that I'm talking about, like, associating with a large number of dudes who are like me, or like part of me, like right here. I got a trap bone right here. I don't know if they call it collarbone or what, but it's a trap muscle and a collarbone, and I got something right here, and I got something on the other side. I got, like, I believe this is the collarbone. Well, this is the trap, I guess. Behind my chest, the bones I have, all the way down to the little bones in my feet. I'm talking about, like, quite a few type of dudes that would make me, that would be like a makeup of me. You know what I mean? That I am associating with when it just comes to just being myself. When it comes to just doing things that come naturally to me, or how I talk, or how I walk, or how I choose things or whatnot, I'm not really alone in that. And even when it comes down to an organization, or the lifestyle of an organization, from the basic level to the mid level or whatnot, it's like I'm not alone in that area either. I'm not alone when it comes to, forget associating, even when it comes to distantly affiliating. I'm not alone when I'm affiliating with people. That means not even that, forget the people I'm associating with, let's say in business or anything, are a little bit closer, but even further than them when it comes to just affiliating with people, I'm not alone. I have people to affiliate with even. So I have people even at a distant level, that's away from the closer level, that are even affiliating with me. And at this point, I'm not alone in basically pretty much anything. I said most things because there may be some things that I'm still kind of alone in right now, but I doubt that I will be alone doing most things. Maybe almost all things. Maybe there'll only be like a few things that I'm doing on my own, and most of the things I'll be doing out there, or a lot of things will be will not be alone. Will be in association. And even to the point where it can be associating at different levels and affiliating at different levels, all put into one kind of thing. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Should be enough right there. Okay. All right. Good afternoon.